So the reason I want to force myself to get addicted to vaping again is because I actually have a problem with it, and I know that it's not good for my health, and I enjoy it too much, right, Feta? And she wants me to live forever, right, Feta? Because you're gonna live forever. See, my problem is that I've tried to quit vaping multiple times before, and I have, and I've taken breaks where I don't, hit it for 3 to 6 months at a time, just because I know that it's not good for you. I always feel like when I've done this in the past, I go through the motions of it. And every time that a friend comes to visit me, or I'm going to go out with friends for a night, is the time that I make the excuse of, oh, my friends are coming into town, etc. It's just, I'm just going to get one just for this weekend, just to live it up for this weekend, just to be a degenerate for this weekend. And that is such a lame excuse that I make for myself. And it's because I'm trying to give myself some reason where it's okay to hit it, But every time that I do is a time that I'm running a risk. And truth be told, my fiance hates it. How'd you feel if I bought a vape while you were gone? You wouldn't like it?
No.
What if I smoked it extra?
No.
You don't like that?
No.
Okay.
Do you have one?
No?
You hid one?
No.
Is it in your closet?
No. We share the same closet. You go in there anyway. You go through all my stuff.
Of course. What's yours is mine.
My fiance hates when I hit the vape. She hates it so hard. Even though I will say, before we started dating, she said, hey, you look kind of hot. But now she's like, Chris, now that I love you, she's like, I want you to live forever, and I hate that you hit it. And I said, okay. And I don't want to hit it for her because, I gotta take care of her. And what if I die early because I'm vaping? You hear some of the crazy diseases people get, like popcorn lung. I love popcorn, but I don't want popcorn lung. Sounds terrible. And I strategically planned it out for when my fiance is leaving town so that I could rip that vape without her knowing. I am going to tell her when she gets back, obviously. But okay, let's just, that's all the intro that you needed for the whole video to make sense. I hope you like what you're about to see. Yep, that's right. Bye, my love. Fly safe.
I will.
Come back soon.
I'll pilot it.
Okay. Is mom gone? Does that concern you? Check it out. Welcome to my vape haul. Here we go. We got strawberry colada. I don't know if this is good or not, but I really hope it is. Because if it's not a good flavor, I really don't want to be hitting it for this video. And I realized that I'm not that excited to film this. And I'm not that excited to film this because I've done really good at not vaping. And it sounded really funny in the moment. And then I said that I would do it. And then I put my word on it. And now I can't not do it because I can't back down. Oh, but I am not excited for this because I just know it's gonna, especially if it is good. Oh my God, it's gonna feel too good, and then I'm just gonna set myself back for fun. What is this? Okay, I'm gonna give it a try. Hopefully, I don't know if I want it to be a good flavor or a bad flavor, and let's hope for the best. Let's get vaping. By the way, I probably look like an absolute addict because I got that at 6:53 in the morning. Oh, wow, you should see the sunrise. Oh, I wish I could show you. Should we have our first rip before 7 a.m. like a true addict? Yeah, that's a yeah. Let's get our first rip of this bad boy. What you're about to see is the equivalent of an alcoholic out of AA relapsing, or a gambling addict hitting the blackjack tables just for experimental purposes. Set that bad boy on you know what? Let's just set it on high for the first ripper. Oh, come on! They make them so cool now. They light up like a galaxy. All right, Here we go. Here we go. I'm trying not to cough. I forget that my first rips back, they make me want to cough. All right, off the rip, it's been 10 seconds and I could already feel the first head rush coming in just from that one rip. Whew. Ah, man. I don't even know why I used to do this. I do because it tastes good. I don't like the feeling. I'm going to be honest. I don't like the feeling, but I just love the flavor of vapes. Now, this one, I don't know how I feel about this flavor yet. Let's give it another try. I can't tell if it's good or not. I can't tell if I'm going to like it or not. It does taste like a colada. It's a pretty accurate representation of sitting on a tropical beach with a pina colada. I'm even more lightheaded now after that one. That rip tasted good. Might be an acquired taste. You know what's happening right now? Now the dopamine from the nicotine rush is starting to hit. Now it's feeling good. It's making me want to smile. Also, it does because it makes me feel lightheaded, it kind of makes my whole body feel a little bit light and my feet are slightly tingly. Not in an alarming way, but just like, like, just a little lighter, you know? Like I weigh like 2 pounds less right now. You know what I'm not excited for, which I feel coming? First of all, my lower stomach. Also because I haven't had breakfast, my lower stomach is now, it's not feeling good. And this always happens whenever I've picked up a vape again. And then I have to go to the bathroom, man. It sucks. It's just, this is just not good for your body in any way. And the other way that I think this is gonna go is, usually whenever I've started hitting the vape again, it's on like day 2 or day 3 that I just get really bad headaches again. And I feel dehydrated constantly, like don't ever get enough water when I'm hitting a vape. And I have anxiety like all day besides when I hit it. So this is backwards progress in life. I was laughing about this just a second ago when I took the dogs outside because I was like, I told myself that I wanted to be like these videos to be like a series and recordings of like my self-improvement process while I go like and try to accomplish my goals. And then I do this vape thing. I'm going totally backwards right now. We just showered. You know what I would do if I absolutely loved vaping? I would probably rip the vape after the shower. I can already tell this is going to be a problem because that rip, it felt good afterwards. And I think about the fact that like 2 hours ago, I was like, no, I don't want to do this right now. And then I was like, oh, that tasted good. That's the beginning. That's how you know this is starting. This is me testing, getting addicted to vape just to get unaddicted to it. Just to see what that's all about. I don't know why, but this is phase 1. I'm coming at you with a quick midday update. We're still hitting the vape. Still not sure if I really like the flavor or not. Right now I'm leaning towards no, but who knows. Also, I'm getting to the point where like I haven't had food in a while and it's making me feel like antsy and anxious and my hand's a little bit shaky. And if it weren't for nicotine in this vape, I'd probably just feel hungry. But right now I feel like edgy hungry. I don't like it. I feel intense. You know what this is reminding me of? It was reminding me of this TED Talk that I saw and I listened to that was talking about like people that like were trying to quit smoking and like how they were able to get people to quit smoking more successfully. And also I think the benefits of meditation and being really just present and mindful in your life. They were talking about how one of the strategies that they followed was asking people to be really, really present in the moment while they were smoking. So they would, for example, like grab a cigarette and like step outside to smoke. Like they asked them to like, what were you feeling in that moment as you had that craving? And then as you were smoking, to be very present of the sensations that you were feeling. And like, to be honest, I'm gonna be fully honest with you. I've tried a couple cigarettes in my life, just like at a party and in high school, which is probably even worse. And they just don't taste good. And so I know that like the other generation, like my mom's generation and stuff, like they love their cigarettes, you know what I'm saying? And so they're smoking those cigarettes and they don't taste good at all. And they asked people just to focus on being present in that moment. And they found that when people were like focused on the sensations of what they were feeling while they were smoking cigarettes, they ended up not enjoying the moment of what they were doing. They were just trying to get that fix of like that emotional fix of whatever was going on, whatever comfort they were seeking. And so as people started focusing on looking for comfort or whatever they were feeling in other ways rather than smoking, they were able to quit a lot easier with like way lower of a relapse rate. And so I think the tricky thing about having vapes is that like the flavor is just great most of the time, depending on what you get, you know? And so like, it's probably, if I just got my favorite flavor, which is sour gummy, these Geek Bar sour strawberry ones, oh my God, they're so good. That's how they get you, by like making that part of the process like not great. But I'm starting to realize like the more that I'm smoking today, that I like, if the flavor's not good, I don't enjoy the vaping as much because I just do it for the flavor. And then on top of that, I just never really liked how it makes me feel anyway. But then because it's like changing like the dopamine in my brain and whatever else is going on, it makes me feel dependent on it afterwards. So like right now I feel a little edgy. So I'm like, let me get some food. And then maybe if I hit the vape a few more times, then I'll be a little bit more calm. I just realized I'm talking fast too, because it's probably like, that's what I'm feeling, you know? Also, this is gonna be an interesting experiment. We're still at like, let me check it. We're still at 97% juice. And I gotta get this bad boy down to 0 for this video. It tasted good that time. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens after a few days, right? Because it's like the first time smoking again, so it feels like a little bit of an overload on the system. It's kind of like the times that in life that I haven't drank alcohol for like months and then I drink a little bit again, it just like absolutely nukes me with very low amount of drinks. It's probably like that right now. Like I feel like way too much right now for what it is, for how little I've had. So yeah, I guess we'll see. I'll keep you updated, but like, let's say by like day 6, what if I'm just an absolute fiend and I'm like itching for more, you know? Wow, this is a crazy experiment. Let's make some food. Cooking up, we got protein goodles. Guys, I feel so antsy while I'm cooking this that like, I'm trying to hold my spatula straight and it probably isn't picking it up well, but I'm shaking. Now this is not very goodle, huh? I think this is just like not related to this. I think this is because my house is warm, but I'm sweating. I'm pitting out. I'm definitely sweating. Although I do think I get dehydrated when I have nicotine in me. But I'm about to create a puddle up in here. There is literally no way to describe to you guys how grateful I am to eat right now. I wish I could just fast track this down into my stomach so I could just start to feel better, because also my stomach feels a little bit, I don't know, I feel something. I don't know if it's just hunger or not. I'm questioning my entire reality right now. Just checking in here at 2:41. I gotta tell you, I feel like so jittery and antsy. I can't really even concentrate on whatever I'm doing today. I just feel like I look at one thing and then I'm looking at another. It's not going great. It is not a very good first few hours hitting the vape again, because I can't do anything. I can't think. I can't breathe. I don't know. It's just, things aren't looking too good for Christopher right now. It's gotten to the point, my jitteriness of the day, that I'm doing push-ups and like small exercises in my room, like every few minutes, just to like calm myself down. You know, I'm gonna meditate right now too. I just need to breathe and relax. I think I'm overdoing it on the vaping for this video. And I probably wouldn't be going as hard if I wasn't recording. But like, we're in this situation now, so let's recover. So I just finished that 30-minute meditation and it felt so good. I feel so much more calm. I feel a lot better. I could definitely feel myself like randomly just wanting to grab the vape and take a hit. So our strategy to get addicted to it's definitely working. But that was a solid half-hour meditation. Hopefully that brings me the calmness that I need to like do what I need to do today. Because I don't want to waste this day. Every day is a gift. It's precious, you know? Also, you know what I'm curious about? Every time that I like hit the vape consistently in my life, I've a serious lapse in my self-discipline. And I think that's because it's just like the habit of constantly looking for easy dopamine with the vape is messes with your life. It's like the quote that I just absolutely love is how you do one thing is how you do everything. And so something like hitting a vape for easy dopamine, I feel like messes me up mentally to be less disciplined in many areas of life because you just look for the easy dopamine. So like I might hit the vape and I'll notice that like after some time, I might not clean my room as often. I might not, take care of just general cleanliness and other little things. Like I might not, go and clean up the yard after the dogs and like stuff like that just starts to lapse because, hey, instead of doing that chore, maybe I can sit down and watch a YouTube video or do something else that's more entertaining or eat some fattening food. I tend to gain weight actually when I'm hitting the vape because I'm eating fattening foods that are also like hitting my dopamine consistently, the fatty foods, the pizzas, the chips, the cookies, etc. And it's just, I think I genuinely think that that's why I strayed away from the vape the first time. It's when I noticed me like lapsing everywhere in my life that I was like, I got to get it all under control. And it's one of those things that once I get it in control, the other areas of my life are a lot easier to handle. I heard this one podcast talking about like how to strengthen your discipline, like how to be like super disciplined every day in life. And one of the things that it talked about was the practice of micro disciplines throughout the day. And you can build your self-discipline muscle by doing little things that require discipline. For example, folding the laundry and doing the laundry immediately as it has to get done and doing it immediately rather than putting it off for 3 days. That is you exercising your micro discipline. And then when it comes to the bigger things in life, then you've already developed that micro discipline. So then the bigger things in life become easier to do because you've already done the smaller things. It's like the same quote that like take care of the pennies and the dollars take care of themselves. So like that's like the similar thing with the micro disciplines, etc. So yeah, I think this experiment is, I don't even know why I'm doing it, honestly, but like we're already here, so let's just full send it and see it all the way through. Let's take a rippy and see what percent juice we're at. I'm gonna take this bad boy down to 0. 94% juice. We've done 6% today so far. Oh man, and we have a while to go. I would not recommend this to anybody for health purposes. So, yep. That's all I had to say about that. Hey, in theme with being unhealthy, I didn't have any dinner for myself. I need to go to the grocery store tomorrow, so I got Taco Bell. We're Taco Belling it up tonight. Let's go. Quick update on the vape. Still going at it. I'm starting to develop like a slight headache though, and my mouth is dry. This usually happens when there's just like too much nicotine in my system now, considering the fact that there's been no nicotine in my system for a very long time. I don't know, maybe it hasn't been that long. All the nicotine that used to be in my system has been gone for a while. Now I'm just putting more nicotine in there, and I'm topping off for the day, and it's starting to not feel good. Look how cool they make this thing. It's charging. It's still, what time is it? I just put this on the charger, 7:14 a.m. Look at this thing. Well, they gotta make it so cool. I did some damage. It's 100% charged, so we're ready to go for the day. 87% juice. Last night I was hitting it down to 2% battery, and I was like, I was going hard for this vid. Just want to give you guys a quick update on the so far the day of vaping. It's 4 p.m. Still hitting this bad boy. I am enjoying it today. I feel like me doing my meditation is helping me think clearer, but I feel a lot more tension in my head area, and I've had to drink a lot more water because I'm dehydrated. So, day 2 is looking like we're getting the negative effects we want to see for the further parts of the challenge. We're taking an L to take a dub in the long term. Oh my god, I just remembered to tell you guys something that I forgot to tell you about earlier. I had 2 energy drinks. 2? I might have had 3, which I really wanted to mention. I don't know why I forgot to do this earlier. It's because I was locked into doing the things I was doing. It's such a problem because I felt like I needed those 3 to wake me up. I woke up early and I was fine, and then like an hour in to hitting the vape in the morning, I just like I was falling asleep, so I was like, should I drink the caffeine? And the reason I decided to send it, even though the previous challenge that I did was no more caffeine, is because I was like, if we're gonna go degenerate mode, we might as well go all out degenerate, you know? I'm gonna see what I feel if I'm having just overloaded amount of stimulants in my body. Why did I forget to tell you guys that? Is that also a sign? Wow. Yeah, too many stimulants in my body. I needed those 2 or 3 energy drinks to wake me up. And then tomorrow I want to try not having any to see if I'm just way too sleepy and like not feeling great to be able to function, you know? Wow, I'm on a walk with the dogs right now, and I gotta tell you guys a few things that I'm feeling. I'm getting to that part of the day where like I feel a little bit jittery. Because I've just been ripping the vape all day, and yeah, no, it's making me feel. I'm feeling all sorts of feelings right now. I'm feeling a little bit antsy, and that antsiness I think definitely comes from hitting the vape. I've definitely had a bit more anxiety. I feel better when I record. This is like therapeutic. But I was definitely feeling antsy and jitter. Yeah, I just feel antsy right now. Maybe that's why I keep repeating myself too. There's a little bit of tension in my head. That's definitely got to be like a bit more of like a headache that would be coming in. However, I've been trying to drink a lot of water, and I've definitely. Normally, I drink like my big Owala water bottle throughout the day, and like I'm good. But today I've already gone through 1.5, and I just keep, chugging down water, and I still feel a bit dehydrated, and at the same time I'm peeing more. So I don't know, maybe that's just what nicotine does to me. I go through a lot more water. I think I just feel a general anxiousness more. I'm a lot more anxious today about a lot of things. I'm surrounding all of my phone's microphones with my hands, so I gotta hold you guys like this. So hopefully the wind isn't too bad, but I gotta get these thoughts out before they leave. On top of feeling antsy and anxious and feeling like I can't think as clearly, what was I gonna say? Shoot, see, it just happened. I don't know what I was gonna say anymore about that part of what I wanted to say, but I can tell you what I'm also feeling physically. It's that I wanted to go on this walk as well because I can't breathe as deep. I feel like I can feel the damage in my lungs. Yeah, I just don't feel like I can breathe as deep. It doesn't feel good. It feels, I don't know how to explain this right, but it almost feels stiff. Like my lungs can't expand as much. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm feeling. And then also I can tell that I'm enjoying the vape a little too much because before I took it on the walk, I was like, oh, maybe I should bring it with me. But then I had 2 thoughts. I was like, first of all, I could feel this like shortness of breath before I went on the walk. So I was like, I probably shouldn't for health reasons. And then like on another like subconscious like level, like one level beneath that, I thought to myself, I was like, oh, it makes sense to leave it at home so I can conserve the battery so that it lasts longer. so that the heat damage doesn't affect the battery. That's how ridiculous of a thought that was. Can you believe it? And then after I had that thought, I was like, oh my God, you addict. You need to chill, brother. But how am I supposed to chill when I gotta film this video for you guys and smoke it up? This is a funny self-experimentation. But I'm gonna tell you guys something. I'm not gonna do it again. Now that I'm trying to be really conscious of like all of the differences that I've noticed between the times that I started hitting the vape versus how I felt 2 days ago when I was nicotine-free, caffeine-free, is really persuading me even further of why I don't really like the effects of vaping. Is the flavored air delicious? Yeah, probably always will be. But so far, it's not feeling worth it. I didn't even realize this until later. I skipped my morning workout today, and I partially skipped it because I didn't even think about it because I was like, I gotta get vaping. Dang, that's a tough one. Just got home from the walk. 48% battery today. We're only a quarter of the way through this vape. That's crazy. 75%. And now that I'm starting to see the negative effects of this come through, I low-key don't want to do this anymore. But I'm still gonna do it. But it's kind of like, dang. But like, don't get me wrong, I'm still like enjoying every rip. But at what cost? You know what I'm saying? That's my issue. I'm enjoying it too good. All right, it's good night time. I just want you to know my brain, I think like all the extra like dopamine from constantly hitting this vape all day has kept me up later than usual. It's like 12:30 right now, which is way past like my regular sleep time. I usually fall asleep somewhere like 10:32 midnight, and then just going to 12:30 is not normal. And by the way, I normally lean towards like 10:30. I don't know. That's just, especially when I'm running early in the mornings, I just wake up earlier. So anyway, we're still working on this thing. 4% battery. We really ran it. 67% of juice left. Wow, we still have some work to do on this thing, huh? Good morning, vapors. You know what time it is? Time to vape. How did I magically gain 2% battery on this? Must be the universe trying to tell me to hit it. I gotta be honest with you guys. I was sitting here. It's at 97% to be charged. And I thought to myself, man, I can't wait for it to be done. Oh no. I was craving the flavor of it again to hit it right now. That's not a good sign. That's literally what I was trying to do. But now that I'm doing it, it doesn't feel good. It's like, I don't know. It's like trying to chop your arm off or something, and then you're chopping your arm off, and you're like, why am I doing this? It's our time. 100%. I've been waiting like 20 minutes for this. I am letting myself go all out. If I have a temptation to do something which I know is generally abnormal for me that I wouldn't normally do if I wasn't vaping consistently, then I still allow myself to do it just for like the experience of doing this whole video. If I, for example, have an urge to skip a workout, which normally I love doing my morning workout and I would always do it, and it's just I enjoy it, so I want to do it. But then I picked up the vape, and I just feel like getting the easy dopamine is so easy that, for example, I woke up and I didn't really have the desire or discipline to get myself to go out and run. And then I thought to myself, I was like, honestly, part of the reason that I feel like this way is because I'm noticing the smaller differences that like of going after the easy dopamine hits rather than the harder ones like a workout. So I was like, for the purpose of this video, instead of forcing myself to go and do it, I'm just gonna let it be. I'm gonna let it be. So I'm allowing myself, like I did this morning, to just say, screw it. And I didn't work out. I didn't get my morning workout. I didn't do my morning run. And that's not great. But I'm going all in on the vape experience to see what it actually does to me. Now, yesterday, I had a lot of tension like in my head towards the end of the day because I think I was just like getting to the very top of my nicotine tolerance. Today, I don't really feel that tension, but today I'm really enjoying hitting it. It feels good every time I do it. Let's see where we're at. 53% battery from having charged it to 100% earlier today. And 56% of the juice is done. I've noticed that it makes me feel normal now, which is also not a good sign. It's like, you know, because it's a drug, it's kind of like the caffeine situation. You have caffeine every day. Eventually, you need the same amount of caffeine just to get back to normal. Well, this morning, I wasn't feeling like fully normal, fully optimal. I was feeling maybe a little bit groggy, a little bit tired. And I started ripping the vape ski, and now I feel normal again. What's up, vapors? We're gonna go get some popcorn. Wow, I just realized my camera is not leveled at all. All right, so the following activity is usually reserved only for Sundays. Because Sunday is my no rules, degenerate, do whatever you want day. I said, you know what, Matt, screw it. We're doing whatever we feel like doing. I never crave popcorn during the week. Never crave it. But I crave it every Sunday because it's like the psychology, I think, is that my brain says, oh my gosh, it's Sunday. Live it up, go get some popcorn. And now all of a sudden I'm craving popcorn. I love my popcorn. If you haven't seen me get popcorn, because I don't think I've posted it too much on this channel before, I always get popcorn on Sundays. It's my tradition. No movie ticket, get my popcorn, walk out. Because Cinemark has the best popcorn on the planet. I hope that one day I can shake the hands of the CEO of Cinemark and say thank you for having the world's greatest popcorn, and I will be their diehard fan forever. But I only allow myself to have it on Sundays because it's just, you know, it's salty, it's buttery, it's not great for you. So I have it as a treat once a week. It's Wednesday, let's do it anyway. You know what is feeling kind of weird? My eyes. They want to close, but I'm not tired. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if I'm just making stuff up now just for the sake of this video. So I don't know. But I think there's something to it. Also, this one I can guarantee is 100% related to nicotine and vaping. My gums, when I am hitting the vape, never feel as good. If I'm flossing, they're always just more sensitive. I know, I just said flossing. I know most of you probably haven't flossed in months. Full bucket of pops. Cinemark. Thank you. If there is any Band-Aid in life that makes me feel like my day in my life is just greater than it is. Any escapism, like you're not even facing reality because life is so good in the moment. For me, it is popcorn and vaping together. Having both the popcorn and vape, for me this is peak dopamine. I mean, like, oh my. It does not get better than this for me. Some people get real addicted to gambling and that's when they're at their peak. No, this is it for me. It's a vape and some popcorn. I feel like a gambler. Good night, everybody. I just want you to know we crossed a monument. I have to close my eyes, by the way, because this flashlight is so bright on me. But we closed a monumental breakthrough in this vaping session. Aside from the small headache I've developed in the last 30 minutes from ripping this bad boy, I put in work on this guy. We're at 45% of the way through the juice, and I ran it dry. Full battery dead. Went hard today. We're also picking up Mackenzie tomorrow, which is not... I love her, and I miss her, but it's not going to be great for her vaping because she doesn't like it. Good morning. We are up, but we're not at it yet because I literally just crawled out of bed, threw on a shirt and a hat. And I have to tell you, when I stood up and walked out of that bed, my head was throbbing. It was crazy. That only happens with nicotine. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't notice how many little things go wrong in my life when I'm hitting that vape. I don't feel refreshed this morning like I have other mornings. I am a lover of life. I'm generally a morning person, so I'll be fine. But how I feel right now is usually how I would feel when it's time to drink about 12 energy drinks. Also, I already took the first rip of the vape and put it on the charger upstairs. I just want you to know I'm committed to the grind. I'm waking up, hitting it, falling asleep, hitting it. I'd be hitting it in my sleep if I could. We're gonna be fiends today. I gotta give you guys the update that I have a raging headache every time I stand up. Right now I'm good. And it's when I'm sitting still that it's not really a problem, but whenever I stand up, it's just pounding. Also, I feel sleepy. I probably didn't sleep very good. That I felt like I slept fine, to be honest, but I woke up tired and groggy, so I'm sure that the nicotine... This is like abnormal, way far beyond normal for how I normally wake up. So I know it's nicotine related, and the headache's not great. Also, trying to concentrate. I'm pushing through. I'm not a baby, but it is harder. It's 11 a.m. We still have a lot of hours left in the day. Okay, so we're on our way to go get Mackenzie from the airport right now, and I've been putting damage on this vape. 54% battery charge for the day. We're at 35% juice. I still have 5% more juice to go through today before I hit my goal. Let me tell you, the taste has progressively gotten better as I've gotten more addicted to this thing. So that's a dub. That's an L dub. You guys are about to be so proud of me. I did absolute damage on this vape. It's at 18% and 18% battery because I charged it a little bit, and 23 juice. Hell yeah. Good night, vape. Sleep well. Get some rest. Charge up. See you in the morning.
I look like a pilgrim.
Last night we were cuddling and Mackenzie said, I took a rip of the vape, and she said, Chris, did you buy a vape? I said, yeah, I did.
That's illegal.
She was mad.
So baby.
Just a little bit longer. I only have
That's what an addict would say.
22 juice left. I didn't tell her what the video was.
You're an addict? That's not funny.
No. Just for like 7 days till I run it dry. So I did a video on quitting caffeine and my experience. And so now I smoke the vape so I can quit it.
You started it so you could quit it.
Yeah.
You think that's a good idea? I think that's wise.
I think it's funny.
Your health isn't funny. It's serious. Get help. Don't do drugs.
Good morning, party people. We have a full day of vaping ahead. I think I told you this last night, but I put in damage on this bad boy. Now it's at 22% battery. I'm putting in work. Nah. I bet you I'm going to finish it today. It's Friday, so it's like, I don't know why. Friday's vape day. You know what I'm saying? Friday, big vape day. Friday, like, go to town, you know? I started feeling lightheaded from that rip. It's always the morning rips that really get me going. You guys are lucky because my raw eggs are in a cup that you can't see them. I know some of you get grossed out by it. Quick update on Mackenzie's favorite video, my vaping.
Unsubscribe.
We have been putting absolute damage on this thing. We only have 5% juice left.
Why are you even promoting that?
I'm not promoting it. I'm quitting it. I have to finish
Be
it.
a role model and they can quit right now then.
I'll quit when I'm done with it.
No, that's not a good role model.
Wait, I only have 5% juice left.
Quit early. Show your real willpower. You won't.
It tastes so good.
Quit early.
It tastes so good.
Oh, you want to stoop down to that level? Show the kids you can quit early. What the real challenge? Quit early.
Oh, but it's Friday night.
What's really cool if you get it all the way down, or if you actually quit early?
All right. What sucks is I was really excited to hit it tonight.
That's too bad.
Just 1% more. 1% more.
No.
Let's go throw it away. Can you get my sad walk out?
Hey!
I was honestly really excited to hit this tonight. One last rip of goodbye. Here we go. It's in there. Dang it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, your smile, you're actually happy about it.
Of course.
It's been 5 seconds and I just went to rip it and I'm already feeling the habit
Show
of it.
people that you can be mentally strong and capable.
That's what the whole video's about. I just didn't want to do it yet. Yeah, he's so happy. So happy.
And don't vape, kiddos.
Quick update on my vaping situation. It's been like 15 minutes and I'm already having cravings of the habit of picking it up. I want to come up here to give you guys a quick update. I think I'm already having withdrawals. I've been hitting it consistently like all day for like 5 days. And I just feel like it's getting later, but I feel like an abnormal amount of tiredness for this time. And my head feels like a little bit like, I don't know, it's just like empty. Like not a lot it just feels empty. I don't know how else to explain it. It's different. It's not great, it's just different. Mackenzie and I are going to go to bed, and now that I haven't ripped that thing in a few hours, my brain, specifically right here, feels tense and empty. I don't know what that's all about, but that's what I'm feeling. Yesterday, I was feeling a bit of like withdrawals. Today's gonna be our first full day. No vape. There were also quite a few times last night, even though it was like just fresh, that I felt myself like wanting to reach for the vape. And so again, it was that habit, but also I noticed that last night it was like a genuine craving to hit it, to like honestly probably feel the nicotine or like feel the normalness of it, because when I hadn't had a hit of nicotine in a few hours, I didn't feel great. I felt a little bit, my life felt a little bit muted. It's probably the best way to put it. Let's tackle this first full day and see what happens. I gotta give you guys an update. I sat down to do some editing. My brain is just not braining. Everything feels fuzzy. I think this is genuinely what brain fog feels like. I just want you guys to know I got in a near accident. I don't even need nicotine to feel awake right now.
Okay.
I feel alive. Mackenzie's not liking this.
No.
I told them earlier that I felt a little bit sleepy, but that's just because I was having withdrawals. But now I don't feel sleepy at all. Now I'm just on a mission to get you to your store safe.
Yeah.
Good morning. From me and Diaper Girl, right, Feta? Right, Feta, Diaper Girl? I fell asleep on the couch last night. And I gotta tell you guys, last night I had moments of like crankiness where like I wasn't even fully enjoying, I don't know, where I was at and what I was doing. And that was definitely nicotine related, that's for sure. I can guarantee you that it was nicotine related. So that's kind of what was going on last night a little bit. And then this morning I woke up and I think I'm just excited for life, because I'm excited to work on this channel and keep on posting, and I'm gonna do a little bit of editing right now, and that is so exciting that like I'm not really tired this morning. Oh no, that's what I was gonna tell you. I'm not tired this morning. I feel better already because I didn't hit it like at all. Like I've gotten a couple sleeps without nicotine. I definitely was like fighting cravings yesterday, but I woke up today, it's Sunday, I fell asleep at like midnight or something, and I'm up at 7 a.m. And that's like my normal non-nicotine sleep schedule. I'm telling you that I think nicotine makes me sleep in more. It made me sleep in more, and me being a morning person, that would kind of also mess with my day because it would make me feel not as excited for my day. I love the mornings. It's 7 a.m. right now, it's 7:30, and I am hyped. I'm hyped to be awake, I'm hyped to be alive. I get a little bit of time to myself with the doggies, just being a little bit quiet right now and soaking in the morning. And I definitely wasn't feeling this excited waking up when I was having the vape. Remember? I mean, I'm sure you'll see it for me, think about that. Every single morning is 24 hours spaced apart, but for you, it's probably just a couple minutes spaced apart. Those are the mornings I would wake up groggy. I felt like I needed caffeine, and right now I just feel like a normally waking up person. So yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna keep on fighting cravings today. Yesterday I had a craving multiple times. I would like touch my pocket like an addict and be like, oh, like that sounds so good right now. And then when there wouldn't be anything, I'd be like, damn, and be slightly disappointed. But you know, that's just me fighting the cravings off, I guess. And but yeah, I'm excited to start feeling better throughout the day now. That's exciting. I love that I woke up excited today and I wasn't feeling that when I was hitting the vape. So big dubs for today already. Good morning. All right, it is Monday. It is time. I love Mondays. It's Monday morning. I just finished my morning run, and I didn't give you guys too many nicotine updates yesterday because I think I was just hanging. It seems to be like Sunday. It's my degenerate do whatever day. I just ended up hanging out with Mackenzie, which was really nice. So as far as like nicotine went though, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I had occasional bouts of like crankiness, including on Saturday where it was just like I was just like cranky for no reason. And that's not like me to just be cranky for no reason. Don't get me wrong, sure I can get a little cranky sometimes anyway. For no reason, that's just absurd. There's got to be at least a reason. So I definitely noticed that, and it was more pronounced on Saturday. Sunday I felt it, and it kind of would just go away after a little bit. So that was way better. But yeah, just I think occasional bouts of like crankiness. Also, I can feel myself still have the craving to reach forth and grab it, and sometimes I just want the flavor of it. God, it's that flavor that really gets me. But like now that I've been doing it, also like I do kind of want that nicotine rush. I can tell that I want it, especially in moments where like I feel like maybe a little bit bored or like there's no other type of stimulation going on. I'm just sitting there like doing nothing, and then my brain is automatically like, oh, right now since you're doing nothing would be a good time to get a dopamine hit. That's honestly, it's like the same as like when you're bored and want to open up TikTok and scroll or something, you know? Except if you do it with a vape, you're doing it with your lungs, and probably instead of ruining your brain, I guess you're ruining your lungs. So pick your poison, right? And also yesterday morning, I have woken up with so much energy, like a normal amount of energy for me, and a really healthy, happy amount of energy. I can still tell I have a little leftover brain fog from vaping last, like I did quite yet before I was vaping. So I can definitely tell there's still some brain fog. That's unfortunate because I need my brain to work, and I haven't been meditating since I picked up Mackenzie. It just kind of slipped out the window. So yeah. Anyway, hopefully we can get it on track today. It's not hopefully, I will get it on track today. I'll get it on track here in about, I don't know, 1 mile when I get home. So I will talk to you guys shortly. I just want to report back minor dub we're taking today. I can think so much more clearly than the first day of not vaping. So this is like what, day 2, like the third morning of like not hitting the vape. My brain is functioning so much better for this time of day. It is crazy to think how even just 1 week of ripping that thing was having so many other effects. And I'm gonna be honest, the moment of hitting the vape is truly incredible, but like you pay for it so much in so many other places that like right now my overall like baseline is just way higher without it, versus when you're ripping the vape your baseline is lower and you get a big spike, and then down, and that big spike is literally just like one breath. It just doesn't even feel worth it, especially when I'm like paying such close attention to what I'm feeling as I'm doing it. Not only have I had random cravings to like hit the vape all day today, just randomly, at least like once an hour, probably like 2 or 3 times an hour. It's made me crave like flavored things in general more. Like I haven't been having Diet Cokes a lot, or like Coke Zeros. Even that, just like the fact that like I knew that I couldn't hit a vape because like that's the challenge. I was like, man, I felt like I just needed some other type of replacement, at least to like ease the pain, And thankfully these Coke Zeros have actually been helping with like getting some type of like flavor. But I don't know, I just find that interesting. I was like, part of it for me really is just like, now having had that flavor constantly, it makes me crave the flavor more, which is also part of the craving of the nicotine. It's almost like my brain says like, oh, like that really good flavor comes with this extra spike of dopamine. Like you should have like more flavorful things. So I've been having some of the Coke Zeros, and even then it's like, you know, those have a little bit of caffeine in it. So I'm sure it's like, my brain's like, oh, hell yeah. But I don't know, I really want to stray away as much as possible from these like easy dopamines as much as I can. Yeah, that's just a quick update for tonight. We're about to go to bed. It's going to bed today. So we're it's almost like 5 p.m. I think we're gonna go to the movies soon. I've just randomly throughout the day, I've had less cravings, and they just feel like really intense urges that last like less than a second. They're like, grab a vape right now. Like I wish there was like I wish I could like animate it or something. Like it feels like that like demon on your shoulder is like, grab the vape right now, hit it. And then it's gone. Then I have to be like, don't do it. Also, what's kind of really helping, surprisingly, which is really nice, are these Coke Zeros. Because it's kind of taking like my desire for like a flavor away. Like if I get that, I can be sipping on this. And it's like, that's like a suitable replacement, I guess, for that flavor craving. And I think the other ones are more of like the nicotine craving when it feels like intense and it makes me like tense up, you know? So far, it's all good though. I want to say that it is definitely way more intense than quitting caffeine. Quitting caffeine is just, you just feel like tired, but this feels like a temptation, you know, like a big temptation with a strong urge. You know what I just remembered I had to tell you? I had a really toxic thought when I was driving back from the vet. I was like, well, what if I just, because I was driving back and I was just sitting there. And I thought to myself, I was like, what if I just stop at the gas station? I just get one and I just don't tell anybody. They'll never know. Can you believe I thought that? That's so messed up. That would have made me a liar. Oh my God. That would have probably been the worst thing I could have done. That would have been so disappointing. But I didn't do it. And I was like, wow, that was so toxic. And now here I am. I'm exposing myself. I told you, can you believe I thought that? That's so messed up. Don't worry, I won't do that to you guys, but I've already thought about it a couple of times today, and it hasn't come with like that impulse. And I've thought about it because I'm like, oh, I need to like record clips for this video as I feel like I'm making progress to like not being like hooked on the vape anymore. And so I think it's going well. I haven't felt like that impulse craving like I did the previous other times. The previous other days. Now when I've thought about it, it's been like a passing thought with no impulse craving. So that's a dub in the right direction. I have some excellent news. I stopped by the gas station. I stopped by the gas station to get Mackenzie a couple of sweet treats because she's not feeling good. And I felt proud because this is exactly where I bought my last vape from. And I walked past all the vapes, all like 60 of them. And I didn't have a single craving for it. Not like the intense craving. I was like, in the back of my head, I was like, oh, I remember back in the days when that used to taste good. But I was like, you know, it's just not going to be worth it. And I think what I've realized about nicotine versus caffeine is that caffeine, the reason why I was like addicted to it was because I was tired of feeling tired. And so I would use caffeine as that Band-Aid for it. And that like addiction was like just trying to get rid of that tiredness every morning, but it's like a self-feeding loop that just keeps you tired because you have 1 cup of coffee one day and then you feel tired the next day and then you need 2 cups of coffee to feel better, etc. But then like a week of like not having caffeine, I just felt normal. And I think I'm coming up on a week now of not having nicotine, and I want to say that this type of like addiction to substance is definitely more intense. Now, it's intense because you like crave that dopamine hit, and it comes with so much more of like a hook, right? It's like, oh, that flavor tastes good, and then like that easy dopamine from ripping it is like a side effect that your brain is just like, your brain knows it's a solution, so then it wants that solution. It's like, it's the quick, easy solution, just go for it. And I've kind of realized that I just, that's just something that like, you'll probably need less and less willpower for the longer you go without it. But like, once you break that seal, you'll pretty much always like have that memory of like, oh, that's a really easy way to get some dopamine in your system. And that'll probably never go away for the rest of your life, which is insane. So like, that's why I was saying that one day, like, just never starting really is like the best one. It's the best one because you want to avoid situations where little decisions like that just test your willpower for no reason. It tests your willpower even though it ruins your health. It's just such an easy dopamine hit. And so I think I'm at a point in this video where I don't really need, I'm not feeling the withdrawals of it anymore. Now all I just randomly have, and probably will continue to have randomly throughout life, is just like a small like, oh, like a little rip of that would be good right now. And I think that's just how it kind of goes. So I think, but I no longer feel like an emotional dependency on it. Now I'm just like, oh, I remember when that was like really good and easy. I think because I've realized that, especially with this final challenge of just walking past the vapes right now, I think we're at a good spot here to call this video good. I did that test. I remember now that like the previous times that I haven't vaped, you know, like I stopped vaping for like 3-6 months at a time. I get to a point where I don't think about it during the day. And I'm at a point right now where the only reason I'm thinking about it is just because I'm thinking about this video throughout the day. And that occasional craving is just so, it's so brief and so with such a little intensity now that I feel good like calling it like, okay, this is a good experiment. And I'm ready to almost stop recording this video, so I stop thinking about it more. I purposely am thinking about it because this project is unfinished. So I think I'm ready to call it good. I know I'm not going to cave again, and I'm happy where this is at. And if there was a lesson to be learned, it's probably a lesson that is just going to be repeated throughout life. The best solution for this is to never start. But if you do start, it's just constant self-discipline to not do it again until it just fades in your mind, and let it fade away. And probably for the rest of your life, you'll think of like, oh, I used to hit those and they're easy dopamine, move on. And you just want to get to a point where you just move on from it as quickly as possible and don't let your mind linger. And that's it. Well, thank you for watching this video.